TOMz.
Everybody okhoyo public nani kwaye ke senamkela kwikhaya leMzansi Science and Tech Entertainment unqa phambili.
It's the one, the only TOMz Bracha on SABC One Mzansi for sure.
Njalo ke na kumabona kude wakho bethu nani, in my opinion, are some of the best presenters apha eMzantsi Africa. Masike sazi kuba singobani kanye kanye.
Mina igama lami ke usiya lentokazi enhle kanje uBongisipho.
Njalo ke namhlanje ke lo siya nalo Bongisipho are taking you into a really cool world, the audio visual world.
Sazoba mnandi kanjani? Ngiyakutshela wena. Now lapha ekhaya uzibuze lokhu. What's so cool about this world? Well, it is because of audiovisual technology that you are able to see and hear us.
See and hear, yes, now that might not sound so amazing to you, but trust me, there's so many more cool revelations coming your way. But before we get ahead of ourselves, though, let's
get it.
We all love watching movies at the cinema, but have you ever asked yourself how exactly the movies are projected? Join the team as they go to a local film premiere to learn more about all the tech behind it. Check out this cool audio-visual innovation our guest came up with and learn all about how exactly you are able to experience audio-visual presentations. Upinda futhi check out some awesome apps for your mobile device and also get some inspirational words of advice from the guests on today's show. Let's go!
Njengoba sesiqeda ukunibonisa ukuthi kahle kahle namhlanje ohlelweni sobe simphatheleni, I actually want something from the guys in the streets.
And kunake ndiyazi kanye kanye ba usiya ufuna ntoni because I want the same thing. Into sifuna yazi bethi nani banina apho kaloku ngaphandle ezibhedo zenu. Nasi ntoni ngelizwe.
Manje sisameleni kasameni sobona kahle kahle uMzansi wona uthini.
What's a film projector?
A film projector, I think lento le like bayisebenzisa movie.
A film projector into enceda ukufilma ama films due to ukuthi sifuna ukubonisa ifilm entsha or sifuna ukuveza into entsha on the screens.
Film project. Film or film? Film project.
Digital projectors banana.
Digital projector, I think it's the one bayisebenzisa ekolweni like to farmer notes like so abona like which is the whole class izokwazi ukubabona. Yeah, it's the ones that bawasebenzisa esikolweni.
Digital. Digital angithi into ebhaliwe so. I'm not sure.
I think digital projector ile sisemisa emaklasini whereby maybe sibenzisa laptop sifuna ukuveza something on the chalkboard.
Have you ever heard of before D cinema?
No, I've never heard of it.
Have you ever heard of before D cinema?
No.
I see back 3D izinto ngathi la close and ngishiboko ama specs. I4D yini into abangayenza ukuthi kube ngathi nawo ngaphakathi movie.
Yo, I'm not sure.
Ngisizwa kahle cabanga. Maybe itulo. Movie.
Maybe
Now guess yeah, we all love movies, right? Especially local movies.
Of course we do. Mina ke kodwa angazi nilapha emakhathini cabangani, but the best way to watch a movie is on the big screen.
Injalo kanye, now I know that it's always better on the big screen, right? But have you ever wondered how these movies are brought to us in the cinema?
Kahle kahle sona Bongisipho angaze ngicabange lento. Not sure ukuthi nilapha ekhaya nicabangani.
Now Betunani, with that said, see, it's a question that I've been asking myself for a while, and I think it's best for me, yes, to find the answer.
Asiyanike.
So you step into the cinema with popcorn in your hands to watch a movie. The lights dim, curtain rises, and the movie starts playing on the screen in front of you. Kodwa yonke lento yenzeka njani kanye kanye. Now a cinema projectionist would load the film into the feed reel of the projector and link it up to the gate and take up the reel of the projector. Now inside the projector is a lamp that shines a light through the gate. A claw advanced system pulls the film frame by frame, depending on the frames per second of the film, while the shutter wheel periodically blocks out the light as the claw system moves the frames. The shutter rotates at 1.5 times the speed of the film, so that each frame is exposed to the darkness a total of 3 times. Now, one thing you don't really pay much attention to is the actual screen. Unlike your TV screen, a cinema screen is made of heavy white vinyl that is sometimes curved on the sides to try and equalize the distance that the light from the projector travels to the screen at.
So I hope that mystery has been solved.
Injalo kanye siya, it has, but ngoku kufika umbuzo omtsha bethu nani. Into esandayibona ngoku is how analog films are projected. Now you correct me if I'm wrong, but aren't movies projected digitally ngoku?
Qiniseka kakhulu na Bongisipho. Before you start asking me how it's done digitally, asamenze uyibonela kwi-local premiere ye-movie yala eMzansi siziboneleni thina ngokwethu.
Your Fresh Boys still on a mission. Sakubanga Topagets and I'm audio visual touchdown at Ivory Park. Zavagashela, an independent producer, always on Ruben knows about his first screening in movie. It's me and you in this mission. Let's get it. So I'm put on Bujan.
Konan Janba.
Welcome to TOMz.
I was saying namhlanje.
So my viewers will take us to introduce and what is your profession?
Hi guys, my name is Ruben Mokolo. I stay in Ivory Park.
Yeah.
I'm a film producer. I run the company called Media Toddlers, as you can see on my t-shirt.
Oh yeah.
We are a young dynamic team that is coming through. We just started the company to run a production, to shoot movies. We shoot corporate films. We also shoot music videos. We shoot anything that has to do with filming, yes.
Okay, so tell me about the two movies. Why did you choose the two topics?
We chose these two movies because we saw potential in this movie. Like now, these two movies can give us a bang. People will relate to it because it's something that happens to our communities in general. It's our general life that we see every day happening. So we just wanted to put it out there so that people can get a clear picture of what is happening, what are the challenges that are coming across in life.
Okay, tell us more about the funding of the two movies.
We did not have any funding for these two movies. As a young company that is starting, so we don't have that kind of money to do anything, like to start a production company. So as Media Toddlers team, we're believing in doing whatever it takes to make it happen.
So tell me about the movie shooting. What kind of equipment did you use?
We use DSLR cameras,
okay.
600D. So those are the cameras which we work with on our production.
Okay, is there a specific reason why those cameras?
With DSLR it's a product that can give you a good quality as long as it can have a good lighting. For our production, we work very well with it.
So after shooting the movie, obviously there's a lot of editing. So let's talk about the editing.
The editing part, it's fun. And at the same time, it's a lot of work because you need to choose shot, especially if you had actors that know their story, that will just shoot once. You don't need to take many takes while you are shooting.
What do you use to edit?
We use Adobe Premiere Pro. It's a studio setup for especially post-production. It's working very well.
So your movie shy editing, and I mean it's not very easy to get your movies out there. So how did you do it?
We know it's very hard to break through the industry, to get your movies played on any TV channel. But we have that belief that we're gonna make it. We're gonna break through. We just need to channel the craft very well and see where we lack. Just more like we are also learning at the same time producing the movies. And we believe that at the end of every production that we did, there's gonna be a positive answer.
Okay, so Ruben is an independent producer. TOMz and who do the exact same thing as you do. And I'm a gift, good class and everything that you do. So this is a gift from Uzan and Kosi, Usex in a screw. This is for you. And we also bought
looks
a whole box to give away.
Damn.
Yeah.
I would like to say we appreciate the gift from Uzan and Kosi.
Yeah.
We really appreciate it. This shows us that what we are doing is very important to the youth, especially the youth that want to become film producers.
All the best, all the best.
Thank you very much.
Sure.
Thank you.
Now that was totally awesome to see that you never really pay much attention.
Something even more interesting coming your way. So lapeka enza lokhu kumele ukwenze thina ke sobona on the other side besibuye etolo.
Meet up with Don Cyril and see how he has taken an ordinary shipping container and turned it into an awesome cinema. How exactly do we experience audiovisual presentations? All this and more after the break. TOMz.
Doing what we are best known for.
And that is giving you ultimate edutainment.
TOMz teenagers on a mission. SABC 1. For sure, yes, right.
Today we're exploring the world of audiovisual tech.
Now, technology that allows you to be able to watch your favorite movie at the cinema, but go to watch your favorite science and tech show, if not TOMz, then what?
You saw for yourself that a lot of tech is involved in the cinema.
you go and I can see, and it is not just a thing of slotting a DVD in the DVD player and pressing play.
Ngaphambilini sintshengisile noma sanitshela ukuthi there's something exciting coming your way. Webo ngiyaxoxa ba-ready nje lapha ekhaya.
Yes, they were never ready for what we have coming up for them. #ultimate innovation.
I still cannot believe what our next guest managed to do. The best way I can describe what you're about is, it's a completely immersive cinema experience that is mobile.
Now, why don't you guys check this out? Then go with our from some type of way.
I'm Don Searle, and I'm working on a 5-dimensional project which uses all the 5 senses: 3D sound, 3D picture, smell, touch, and taste. Our media has evolved. You know, we live in a 3-dimensional world, but most of our media has been in 2D. More recently, with the launch of Avatar and all the cinemas, they're all becoming 3D movies. And also the sound is becoming 5.1, and now the sound is also becoming 3D. So we're combining those things and extending the experience more. And then by adding all the other senses, our smell sense, our touch sense, and our taste sense, we're accessing all our 5 senses that we have. And by that token, it's really, really powerful, because we're getting the smell sense, the hearing sense, the taste, and feeling the haptic sense on our skin. So adding these effects really, really assists in the immersion. And all movies eventually will include all of these senses, because it really, really becomes much more immersive and much more real. Our lives are real because we can smell things, we can hear things, and even taste things. And I think the real potential for movies is to get the sense that you're in the movie. You're not looking at a movie, but as the technology's evolved now, it's getting wider and wider and wider, higher and higher resolution. And as we move past our peripheral vision, we're actually in the movie. And 3D really, really is the most immersive aspect, because we're replicating, as we see with our eyes, we're seeing the perspective, we're seeing a volume, and we're really feeling that we're actually in that movie. The technology is very, very exciting, and I think it's getting easier and easier to access it. In order to sync the effects into the movie, we use an advanced computer system, and on the timeline, we actually have a synchronized, we use an I/O device, which is a device that in the timeline of the movie, we have software that actually then triggers a device that then switches the effect on, and we can decide how long it's going to be on for. So when we're going to switch it on the timeline of the movie, and when we're going to switch it off. We've been doing this since '95, but as the evolution of 3D and the resolution of the digital has come about, and the use of advanced computers, we're able to synchronize all the effects accurately with the film. We achieve this by a number of things. Firstly, it's all computer-generated animation. We're using advanced animation, stereoscopic animation. That's tied into 3D sound. So we've got a full-on 6.2 sound system in here with 2 subwoofers, which is why it's 6.2, and satellite, speakers, left and right, and a center. So the sound immerses you as well as the picture. And being a large screen, we've done a curved screen, and that curvature also helps with the immersion. Then the various effects we have, creating the snow, creating the bubbles, creating the scent, creating the wind, are simple devices, and those effects enhance the film, because as you're looking at the movie, when the bubbles come out, people are not sure if it's part of the movie or in the space, but the moment it touches them, the haptic aspect, and they feel the touch on the bubble exploding or the snow on their hands and face, it's a haptic experience, and they actually have the sense of touch. Well, the technology, we're going into augmented reality, into virtual reality, and replicating reality. Our computer games are all virtual reality now. You know, you put on a headset and you're totally immersed in the movie. It's the same thing. You're absolutely in a virtual world. And I think film and movies is moving in that direction, because more and more and more you want to have that reality.
We use our senses not only to experience such amazing multimedia projects, but to interpret the world around us too. We have 5 senses being sight, smell, taste, touch, and hearing. Now, each sense is tasked with interpreting different elements of our environment. Sight uses visible light that enters the eye to allow us to see the world. Smell interprets the vapors from the various objects that the smell receptors in the nose react to. Taste is when the taste buds in your mouth react chemically to the foods we eat. Hearing, which is covered in one of our previous episodes, is how we interpret sound using our ears. Then the last is the sense of touch, which uses nerve ending all over the body to experience cold, heat, contact, and pain. All the information gathered from all these organs goes to the brain via the nervous system. The brain processes this information, allowing us to experience the world around us.
Wow, talk about thinking out of the box while being right inside the box.
Yes, abantu abafana not done. They really inspire me to be great. Imagine what other crazy ideas are out there.
Yes, there's someone watching TOMz right now with an amazing idea. Like, I can feel it, bruh.
Well, if Bongi is talking about you, then why don't you share your ideas with us? Yes, now TOMz is all about ultimate innovation.
Now you can share it on Facebook, Twitter, and also Instagram. And who knows, you could find yourself right here on this show, Nat.
But for now, though, we need to take a quick ad break. But when we come back, City, more entertainment.
When we come back, we go back in time to learn about the history of 3D. Get some really cool immersive audiovisual tech apps and get some cool advice from ochwepheshe bethu banamhlanje. Sithi thina ungayindawo siyabuya khona manje. TOMz.
Welcome back to Mzansi's #1 science and technology show. TOMz. So namhlanje we've been all about audiovisual tech, and we've seen a really cool and innovative cinema that not only projects awesome 3D images but also many cool other features like haptic technology.
That we also got to see one of our favorite movies and how they actually brought to us in the cinema.
But don't you just find it interesting how digital technology has taken the world by storm? Now, filmmakers are not limited in what they can work with.
And it's not just filmmakers or even just an artist. The digital world has changed things forever, and it's here to stay.
I know. What I keep asking myself, though, is this. Where did it all start, and how exactly did things evolve to this point in the audiovisual world?
Now, there's only one way to find out. Hit the rewind button, go back in time.
Film could be said to be the father of modern-day motion picture. Back in the 19th century, when film was still in its teething phases, the films were short and had absolutely no sound. A few centuries later, film, or should I say motion picture, has evolved to be a multi-billion-dollar industry. The technology used in film has greatly evolved too, with the aim of immersing the viewer into the world of film. Surround sound is now a norm in cinemas, which is basically 3D sound. One of cinema's latest innovation has got to be the 3D film. Believe it or not, 3D film has existed for about 100 years, but its commercial success happened recently in the 2000s with the recent amazing success of James Cameron's Avatar.
But I am completely sold by this technology.
Yeah, bruh. So am I. Hey, imagine all the possibilities.
Imagine just zonke izinto singawazi ukuthi sizenze. Do you think the time will come where the guys at home will be able to watch TOMz as holograms?
Yes, that would be so cool, having them feel like permanent with me now.
Not 3D, I was about 3-dimensional. But we imagine all the possibilities. I guess you're one of the cool cyberspace.
Check out this cool idea from Google, Google Cardboard. Simply download the how-to guide, build yourself a Google Cardboard, and enjoy immersive audiovisual presentations from the App Store and YouTube. So I guess go to YouTube is the go-to place for a video on the net. You can actually watch 360 videos and feel like you're actually there.
So and you're thinking you really like what you see.
And now you want to get into the audio-visual tech world. Well,
one thing people don't really think about is the fact that we always need someone to actually take care of their amazing systems.
So, Minisha would see someone like a mechanic?
A mechanic, and now more specifically, a mechanic.
Now before you start asking us how does one become a radio and TV mechanic,
A radio and TV mechanic, as the name suggests, is responsible for installing, repairing, and servicing a large variety of audiovisual systems. This highly in-demand career does not require you to have studied science in high school, but maths is a definite. To qualify to be one, you can learn on the job, but it is rather suggested that you go to an FET college and get yourself an NQF Level 4 certificate in domestic appliance repair.
Banana for yourself how you can go about making sure that audiovisual systems like are working at optimum capacity.
I think we should go get some words of advice from Indwendwe Namhlanje just to give you even more inspiration to go out there and do what you need to do.
You know, there's huge opportunities today for different careers. I think the movie industry and extending into 3D and multimedia and 5D experiences is really, really growing, and really the opportunities to understand and learn these things today are really strong. And you really, if you're passionate about something, you just have to go for it, because it's very easy to learn these things. Online today, you can virtually learn anything you want in a very, very short time frame. And it's absolutely amazing. If you have the passion for it, you just have to say, go for it.
Oh, yes, but first my social sessions with namhlanje la sikhuluma nawe lapha ekhaya ku Facebook na ku Twitter namhlanje siphethe ba.
Ku Facebook but then so Abishal Torah. I hope I'm saying your name right. If not, then guys, I'm so sorry. So wow guys, amazing. I never knew that playing with fire can be so amazing. I love that, and we love you. What hashtag TOMz_rocks. That's you know this Throwback Thursday. Well, I'm like TOMz, no Throwback TOMz, and he was reflecting back on the fire episode.
I strong and fella back namhlanje siphethe ubito wami ke lapha ku Facebook futhi usiyabonga yena ke athi I liked the part when a firefighter was interviewed. So kakhulu for ukubukela TOMz. Omunye futhi uhoyitsisile yena ke athi I liked the part of fire and radiation. Thank you so much for watching TOMz every Mondays and Tuesdays SABC 1 Mzansi for sure bafethu. Befuna fire nabo benze njani?
Kaloku Facebook sikhona bethu nangu TOMz ku Twitter at TOMz_SABC _1 as well as the Instagram at TOMz_SABC1. Now with that said, keep tweeting.
Exciting news, TOMz fans! This season SABC launched with the TOMz t-shirt design competition.
Competition? Did you see I just say competition? Now what you must do is you must design a super cool image. And the image must have something to do with science and technology. Science, technology, TOMz, yes? Yeah. Then what you do is you upload it, or rather you share it on our Facebook page.
Yeah, but it's my face now the picture that gets most likes on our Facebook page here. It's also printed on the TOMz t-shirt.
Not only on Facebook, yeah, but on Twitter as well. When you can comment, then who knows, we might be delivering a t-shirt here.
And just like that, we have reached the end of today's dose of ultimate edutainment.
That time again that you guys enjoyed as much as we did.
Please do let us know on Facebook at TOMz, Twitter at TOMz_SABC_1, and even on Instagram at TOMz_SABC.
Make sure for another fresh episode of TOMz.
See you next time, Bafethu Titina.
Coming up next time about TOMz, how we find out what causes disease and how you can get sick from a miniature organism. And to see how easy it is for diseases to spread through things we do yonke imihla. When I get to Nantibana Nata TOMz, SABC 1 for sure.